Are you tired of isekai, or fantasy that are indiscernible from isekai because they're basically just a JRPG? Do you want a series with something more than just heroes and demon lords? Well, keep looking because this series has both. Sort of. But before you go, I really think this series is worth your time. Welcome once again to Musings by Danon. If you're new here, my name is Danon. I've been watching anime since 1985 and I'm currently reading over 500 manga or light novel series. Today's video is about the upcoming anime Chillin' in my 30s after getting fired from the Demon King's army. Before we get started, I'd like to quickly ask you to like and subscribe. It really does help the channel, and it's free. With that out of the way, let's get into the video. Chillin' in my 30s after getting fired from the Demon King's army, like most series with a ridiculously long title, started as a web novel. I'm not going to attempt to pronounce the Japanese title, but it translates roughly to The Slow Second Life of a Dismissed Dark Soldier, age 30. So I've been referring to this series as Slow Second Life for a while now, and will continue to do so throughout this video. Our story begins with Dariel, the main character, getting kicked out of the demon army. The Demon Lord's 4 heavenly kings are each elementally aspected: earth, water, wind, and fire. The new Fire Lord, who was the son of the former Fire Lord, has always hated Dariel. The reason? Dariel was a foundling and raised by the previous Fire Lord. So they were raised as brothers, and jealousy of a sibling is a deep and powerful emotion, one that can easily turn to hate. So when Bashabaza was finally able to succeed his father, he used his power to finally force Dariel out of the Demon King's army. The reason? Dariel cannot use magic. And what good is a demon who cannot use magic? Imagine that happening to you. You're 32 years old and have done the same job for 20 years. At age 12, you were nothing more than a page, an errand runner, a gopher. Here, take this letter over to Bob in accounting. Run this missive out to the Wind General. As you grew older, earning more trust and respect, your responsibilities grew. Eventually, you became a trusted advisor to the king himself. You're tasked with the most difficult negotiations and ministrations, and everyone knows you will get the job done because you've proven yourself through 20 years of service. And all of a sudden, the man you thought of as a brother, someone you looked after and helped train and raise, fires you. And so Dariel leaves the Demon King's castle. Dejected, starving, alone, he wanders through the forest, wondering if it is now his fate to starve to death. Lying down to rest, he looks up to see the one thing that all main characters love to see: panties. The wearer of the white panties trips over Dariel, which allows the monster she was running from to catch up to her. She calls for help, and Dariel knows that it is the duty of a soldier to protect a lady, even if he's a demon and she's a human. If only he knew magic! Of course, Dariel kills the gorilla, and the girl he saves, Marika, drags him to her village to feed him as thanks. And when I say drags, I mean literally. Marika is insanely, comically strong, but she can't really fight, and her superhuman strength is one of the ongoing jokes in the series. We learn later on that humans have gifts, blessings of a sort, from the gods. This allows them to fight on even terms with demons, because without those blessings, the Demon King would have wiped out all of humanity ages ago. And so ends Chapter 1 of the manga. I don't want to go into spoiler territory, but the stuff I've gone over so far should all happen in the first episode of the anime, assuming it follows the same pattern as the manga. This series has been one I've loved for a long time. One of my favorite tropes in manga is the overpowered character trying to live a quiet life. And for the most part, everyone around him allows it. He becomes part of the community, just another villager living a quiet life. But every once in a while, someone comes along and tries to upset that quiet life, and Darius has to step up and slap them down. Unfortunately, like last week's video, this series isn't officially available in English. However, also like last week's series, the author has a different work that does have an official release. Let's Buy the Land and Cultivate It in a Different World. It's another series about a ridiculously overpowered protagonist just trying to live a quiet life. Volume 1 is out now, and Volume 2 comes out in January. I'll go ahead and post links to both Amazon and Bookwalker. This way you can get a feel for the author's writing. I highly recommend both series and cannot wait for this anime to start this January. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, a huge shout out to Tomato Q Stuff. I couldn't make these videos without her. If you'd like to hire her to edit your own videos, there's a link to her Fiverr page below. If you're looking for ways to support this channel directly, you can head on over to patreon.com/Danon. There are several tiers to choose from. You can pick an anime or manga for me to do a video about, or you can join our monthly manga club. I also wanted to give a quick shout out to all of my patrons: Jiraiya, Muffins, Casey, Nick, Marcus, Black Dragon, Phoenix of Ice, Squishy, RGC, and Brett. You guys are awesome. I post anime or manga videos every Monday, or you can click here to watch additional videos. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again next time on Musings by Danon.